WrestleMania review, but I'm not going match by match. This is WrestleMania rant, a rotten rant. This ain't gonna be long, bro. Triple H's Mania, bro. WrestleMania 42 is already cooked, not in a good way. Fuck cooked. Cooked means actually it's time to eat. WrestleMania 42 is burnt. Nobody wants no burnt anything. You feel me? So this is bad. WrestleMania 41 was bad, man. Very disappointing. Far as the in-ring quality, that's the only highlights of anything. The match quality of some of the matches were actually good. But far as the overall feeling of WrestleMania, just nothing brung it there. The show itself, nothing felt like WrestleMania. I don't know if you noticed, but Triple H's WrestleMania problems are very huge in this case where he don't have moments. Where there's like a segment, there's like some type of special going on during the show to kind of, chill the fans out, to kind of get them ready ready for the next segments, whatever, next match, the next stage performance. Name me a moment. Shawn Michaels coming out there and announcing attendance is not a moment. Stone Cold coming out there and announcing attendance, well, he probably about to get the WWE sued, so that's a moment. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but I'm just saying that's not a moment. He didn't stunner nobody. Shawn Michaels didn't super kick nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the moments at anymore? There's no moments anymore in Triple H's WrestleMania. It's just matches. And this is the most filler WrestleMania I've ever seen. I have seen bad WrestleManias. WrestleMania 27 was horrible. WrestleMania 25 was very boring. What was another WrestleMania that was just really shitty? A couple of the 30s. That's why I don't remember some of the 30 WrestleManias. Very boring, lackluster on certain shit. But, like, at least even with those, it wasn't just a bunch of filler, bro. Even if I didn't like the stories or wasn't feeling it, couldn't get jiggy with that shit, doesn't mean there was no stories to anything or there was nothing significant to look forward to. Even in WrestleMania 27, one of the worst WrestleManias besides WrestleMania 41 now. Easily WrestleMania 41 is the worst Mania I think I ever seen thus far, seriously. 37 might be one, 36 might be another one, but there were still stories. This one had so many you're still confused with a lot of these stories. Let's take to the main event. We still don't know where does The Rock play into John Cena's heel turn. We still don't know. Dude, it's WrestleMania. We still have no idea what's going on between The Rock and John Cena. What a waste of heel turn. All this shit you could be doing with a John Cena heel turn, and it's just falling flat and more flat. It's Monday night tonight. Is he just going to cut another promo shitting on the fans? Like we haven't heard that the last 3 weeks? Oh, God. I'm so tired of heels today. Because nobody get to be actual heels. Nobody actually get to do anything despicable to make you hate them. Can John Cena actually do something to make you dislike him? Can he just bully Michael Cole? I mean, just smack the fuck out of him for no reason. Just because he can. Can we get in, like, oh boy. But we're in this sensitive era where everything's too fucking far. Oh boy. Y'all wouldn't have survived in 2003 and to 2008 before the PG era. Y'all wouldn't have been able to survive those years when I was watching wrestling. Those were wild years. And y'all definitely wouldn't survive in the 90s, bro. At all. Golly. But Triple H's WrestleManias is literally a glorified AEW pay-per-view. Let's just keep it real, bro. It's more of a polished AEW pay-per-view. Where there's no real, like, moments, really, or no mega segments that really... But I can't even say that about AEW. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do have moments and shit. But this is WrestleMania, bro. You should know better. There's no reason why WrestleMania don't have no big moments, no big fight feels to anything. We're, like I said earlier, we're still confused on where The Rock plays in. The Rock, he didn't even think he had to show up. And I know a lot of people go to WrestleMania 40. Dude, it's very simple. There's a power struggle. There's something going on that's unseen that The Rock just was not fucking with none of this. But I'm going to say this too. Go back to my video, Nostalgia Dependence, WWE Nostalgia Dependence. It needs to stop. You look what happened. Look what happened. WrestleMania 41. You sparked this shit off to even make anything actually come alive, because before that it was just very dead. I don't know why they thought Gunther and Jey Uso was going to carry this on. That became an afterthought after John Cena turned heel, right? Everything did, right? The Rock gets involved. But then, a month later, here WrestleMania just happened, and The Rock is nowhere to be found when he's the cause of it. Who is booking this shit? It ain't The Rock. Let me tell you who was booking last year. The Rock. Why you think he was showing up a lot? Why you think he was all over the place? The Rock was booking that shit, bro. The Rock let Triple H completely book this on his own. And Bret Hart was right again. Triple H do not got a creative bone in his body, bro. He just don't. He just don't, man. And this shit is ridiculous. This shows you, this is Triple H's WrestleMania. Last year, it was Triple H and The Rock's WrestleMania. Why you think Rock was in both main events? You call it egomaniac, arrogant, whatever, but since he did that favor, The Rock made WrestleMania 40 hot. It's that simple. He made it hot. Look what happened with no Rock. That goes back to my point. Stop the WWE nostalgia dependence, bro. It's enough. Enough is enough, dude. Or, all right, keep it up. Keep it up. And Undertaker and Rock and Shawn Michaels going to be in wheelchairs. Need fucking oxygen tanks to walk to the ring, but y'all still want them to go in there and go in the ring and perform because your current roster you don't put no stock into. You're not trying to make the next Brock Lesnar, the next Triple H, the next Shawn Michaels. You have the roster. Let's start working on it today. How long y'all gonna wait, man? How long is this gonna wait? How long we gotta keep waiting around? How many years we think we got left with The Rock? I think Rock purposely did not show up and purposely left himself out of everything. If he showed up on Raw, what was the point? Now, you didn't show up at the biggest show, the conclusion, the story we've all been following, which has been a very lackluster story for this to be the main event. Lackluster. Already the match was very lackluster. This is a very shameful WrestleMania, bro. Seriously, 1 out of 10, night 1 and 2 put together, I give it a 6. There were some little bright spots here and there, but this was a very forgettable, lackluster WrestleMania. Half of these stories were shit. There was only a few stories that actually was okay. Tiffany and Charlotte, Jade and Naomi. I think the triple threat with I'm gonna be honest. I think the women outdid everybody in this entirety. The women looked the best. Every spot they was at in the card, the women showed their ass off. The triple threat, Bianca, Io, Rhea, easily the best match of night 2. I don't even think it's close. Liv Morgan, that was whatever, but like, still, Becky showing up was it felt like a WrestleMania moment. Becky coming back. Glad to see her back. Thank you. The women's division feel alive again. Jade and Naomi had a good ass match on night 1. I think Tiffany and Stratton and Charlotte had a good match, really. I think Charlotte was whooping her. It told a good story where Tiffany was struggling to beat this veteran, this legend, living legend. Y'all can hate on Charlotte all y'all want. I think Charlotte is the GOAT. It ain't close to me. Charlotte really brought that out of Tiffany Stratton. If you ask me, a lot of people, it was sloppy, and I didn't know what the hell y'all was watching. This was a really decent match. It wasn't the best shit ever, but it was a really good match, and it really made Tiffany work. Like I say, go back and watch it. Charlotte was not letting up. Like, she was whooping her ass, but it made sense. It made sense. That was one of the only matches that made sense out of this entirety of the card. She was a legit heel that got legit heat, so she's beating up somebody that everybody likes. That was a classic. It wasn't a classic match, but that was a classic psychology. The heel kicking her ass most of the match. You know what I'm saying? And then Tiffany wins. So I think the psychology of that was pretty good. But it don't change the overall feeling and the overall entirety of the WrestleMania being a colossal failure. This shit was horrible, man. Very disappointing. Triple H's WrestleMania, I don't want to see another one. We need somebody else in management that understands how wrestling works, understands we need big stories, we need big moments, we need big payoffs. That's why we buy the pay-per-views. But like I said, man, this ain't going to be long. I didn't want to make this long because it's a lot I could say. But this shit was just very disappointing. Very disappointing. If I would say the match of the entire night, because I count it as both. And by the way, I think 2-night WrestleMania is fucking stupid, okay? It's a scam. It's filler. It's clear as day you do not know how to book 2 nights. People always come back to WrestleMania 40, which was better than this. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot, way more decent stories, way more better build-ups. But it wasn't that great. If you go back and watch, it just wasn't. The only thing you remember and care about was night 1 main event and night 2, which is fair because that's the main events. Your main event's supposed to do something to the show. So to be fair, I get it. But without that, it shows what would have happened Saturday and Sunday. Without The Rock, you see what happens. So just take The Rock out of WrestleMania 40, it would be decent at best. It probably wouldn't be no better than this, to be really honest. It had some filler on that too. So I'm tired of 2 nights because it's filler. WrestleMania is supposed to be the granddaddy of them all. It's supposed to be the best of that year. Not just, let's put everybody on to get everybody a WrestleMania moment. Fuck that. You got to earn this shit, bro. What happened to that? I'm tired of this soft ass, and just everybody get a turn. I love you, you love me. Fuck that shit. You got to earn this spot. No, man. No, a lot of us work in real life. And guess what? You think you could just get that manager position just because you want it? No, motherfucker, you gotta earn it. You think you just come in a week with no credentials under your belt, no skills under your belt of former jobs you had, and you think you deserve a manager position? It don't work like that. So WrestleMania shouldn't work like that. You shouldn't just be able to get on WrestleMania. Out of all fucking play. WrestleMania? No, you got to earn that shit. But here we go with another scam. 2-night SummerSlam, bro. Scamming. I ain't mad at them. Make y'all money. If people that dumb enough to pay all that damn money for a 2-night SummerSlam, there's no reason for a 2-night SummerSlam. It's really not. 2-night WrestleMania is already dumb enough. But I could probably let that slide over SummerSlam now, bro. 2-night Royal Rumble? 2-night Elimination Chamber? Come on, bro. WWE is scam-likely entertainment, bro. But either way, that's my review. Like I said, I wasn't going to go through all the matches of what this and that. No. I just think overall it was a 6 out of 10. And it was let down, man. Even though it had good matches, but it was a letdown. It just did not feel like WrestleMania. That main event was shitty. The Rock nowhere to be found. But yet he's the biggest reason. But I'm just like, it goes to my point again. Go check out my video, WWE Nostalgia Dependence. It needs to stop. It needs to stop, man. What's next? Wrestlemania 42? We're dependent on The Rock again? Come on, man. It's time to get over these dudes, bro. Damn. It's time. That's all I got to say. Like, share, subscribe, comment what y'all think of Wrestlemania 41. All the other good shit, we out.